Alright, I just planed my last, or not my last, yeah, I guess it is my last piece of wood. I ran this piece through my planer. Hang on a second. It's an 8.5 inch wide piece of red oak. And you can't see it, but right here, all the way down, there's a set of a couple ridges where the blades just do not cut. And here's another one right here, running up the whole length of the board. And if I flip it over, I've got matching ridges on this side. So I've put up with this ever since I've owned this planer, and I think most other guys do too. Once you run a few pieces of wood through it, those knives that come with it are, don't know, to put it bluntly, crap. They're not very good, and you just don't get a good clean surface. So I went out and dropped some money. And this just came in the mail, or not, it came via UPS, this multi-carbide cutter head. And I'm going to install it on my planer. Then I'm going to run this board through again, and we'll see how it looks. Now I know that that's not a fair comparison because it's not new blades against new blades, but the rest of the board, the finish is pretty good. Still pretty good, you know. If I look down that board or sight down that board, that's not bad. I just don't like having to put up with those ridges there. So I printed off the instructions on how to take this thing apart, and I'll save this board down here, and we'll get this head installed, get the old one out, and put the new one in. Got on my dirty sweatshirt today. Earlier today I was crawling underneath my truck. Had to install a new running board. Had a little accident with my truck. Not bad, just a little thing, but so I had to replace the running board, and I decided to do it myself, and it was pretty simple to do actually. Okay, remove the thumb wheels here, or thumb nuts I guess, the red ones. I'll keep an eye on the clock as well. It's 5 minutes past 3, that's when I started. So we'll see how long this takes in real time as well. Forgotten the trick that's involved here. Hang on a second here. So you got to push that cover that way and then lift it out. Okay, now we can take the knives out. Okay, next step is to remove this spring lock here that locks the head when you're changing blades. I've already loosened it, and I will tell you this, that you may want to have a flashlight handy when you're doing this job. This is an awful tight spot. I already got in here and loosened them a little bit so I can get in, take them out now. Now there's a spring underneath this, so we got to be mindful of that when we take it out. Now I can take it out slowly. Oh, the spring is attached there. Yeah, it's not coming off of there. So that's good. All right. So I'm going to keep those parts together. All right, next they want you to remove the handle. That's all right. And the 4 screws that hold this cover. So we're back to the wrench that comes with it. I'm going to keep that screw inside the handle. Keep the screws with that as well. Alright, I'm going to do a little cleanup here. Get my vacuum out, clean up some of this sawdust that's in these parts here. And then the next thing will be to, let's see, to unhook the tension spring and remove the screws at the end of the shaft. So, okay, unhook the tension spring. I'm gonna get a different tool for that. Alright, that should be okay hanging there. Now I want you to take these screws out. I don't know if that's the same size, and it's not. That's a hex key. Okay. Oh. Works with my driver here. Alright, I'm just going to set that right up on top here. I just set it up on top with the screws, so when I take it off, it just comes back down this way. Or put it back on, I mean, sorry. Alright, so back down here now, and we're trying to do step 10, which is take the pulley, the belt off the pulley. Oh, that's easier said than done, I think. I'm going to take this off if I can. That's just a Phillips screw here. They don't tell you to take this off, but I'm going to get it out of the way. Boy, that's tight. You just keep rotating it as you're pulling it this way, and it'll crawl off. You also want to make sure you don't get your fingers pinched between that roller and the belt. Alright, I gotta get under here. There we go. Took that out of the way. Slide the pulley off. Okay, so I gotta get this nut off of here.